Hey everybody, and welcome back to Mission Troll Free Quick Tips video. In this video, we're talking about a practical use for timeline. Timeline can be used for things other than a time-coded show. These could be a complex opening sequence for a corporate show or a repetitive series of playbacks. A timeline can be set to run when the fader is raised or a flash/swap key are pressed. For this example, we will show a repetitive song bass line like Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes. So here we are on version 15 of Titan on the Titan Go interface. And we see here I've just got some playback set up. Let's flash my blinders and through some of my different fixtures. So remember that the Seven Nation Army song is this bass line. So we have our playbacks run something like this. So we record that as a timeline. Instead of having to hit those flash keys on my Titan Mobile, which I have connected, I can just hit one flash key on a timeline and have it run. So to show that, what we'll go ahead and do is we'll go ahead and start a timeline. So we'll hit record 4 times, takes us straight to timeline. We'll select an empty fader. And then we'll go ahead and hit the live record key and then start live record. And then we can start our timeline recording by hitting the play key on the timecode and then start tapping our buttons. I'm going to do it without the music playing and show that how we can just edit it quickly if we need to, if our timing is slightly off. There we go. So we'll go ahead and hit stop. And we'll go ahead and merge that because I think I did a pretty good job of it. So the other thing we can do is we'll zoom this in a little bit here so you can see things a little bit better. And then we can go in our context menu. Remember, on the Titan Go, the D9 and the Sapphire Touch, will be the 4 line buttons. On everything else, will be just left with soft keys B, C, and D. So we can go ahead and go to our tools, and we're going to crop our start time to the start of our triggers. And then we're going to select our duration or end time to the triggers, so it'll automatically crop to our first and our last, as it does here. Then we'll go into our options for our timeline. And we're going to go ahead and set it to activated 100% when in range. And we're going to turn off kill out of range. So we're going to leave the loop off. We're going to go into our fader. And when the fader action, we'll have it play. And when the fader action is 0, we'll have it stop. And release will turn off release to home because I don't want it to release back to home. And we'll override the playback release. We're also going to go into our key profile. And we're going to add a new one. And we're going to set our gray key to timeline flash. And we'll exit out here. So now when we hit our flash key, and let's go ahead and we'll see this in our full screen for a moment. So we see here when we hear a flash, it starts playing. So this time we'll play the music and we'll hit our flash key to have it run along with it. So there we can see we only had to hit our flash key for that, and it would work. We can move our playbacks. We don't have to leave them here, so we can go ahead and hit move, and then select them, and then we'll put them here in our playbacks workspace, and we see that this will still work as expected. So that's been a practical use for timeline that is not just for a time-coded show, but help you maybe have a complex series of faders to hit where you don't have to keep them on a fader to keep those buttons to have that effect. You can just put it on one button with a timeline. I hope you learned something. Join us on Facebook at Avolites US. Join us here next time. Please subscribe. Thanks. Bye.
Wheel stop.
Roger, wheel stop, Discovery. Welcome back. A great ending to the new beginning.